Hey guys, we are going to work through the full body today. So using our ankle weights and our hand weights, you know by now that if you don't have any equipment, you really don't need it. Your body will still get the burn with or without that equipment. So grab whatever you have, maybe in place of some hand weights, you have some water bottles or something like that. Just improvise and you will still get a really great workout. So if you have your ankle weights, strap them on, meet me in your comfortable seated position. We're just going to take a moment to ground into our mat before we get started. So, crossing your legs, placing your palms facing up on your knees, closing down through your eyes. I want you just to imagine you have this invisible thread attached to the crown of your head. It is lifting you up, lengthening you up to the ceiling, stretching you out through each vertebrae. Draw your rib cage in, let your shoulders relax down your back. Just becoming completely present in your body. You've made it to your mat, which was the hardest part today. Take a big inhale through your nose. Using that breath to fill you up. Keep drawing that breath in. Once your lungs are completely full, I want you to hold that inhale at the top. Let your face soften, let your shoulders soften, let any tension melt away. When I count us down, let's release this breath with a really big sigh. In 3, in 2, in 1. Sigh that breath out. Let's go again. Big inhale for 4, 3, 2. Holding at the top on 1. In 3, let's take that big sigh. In 2, in 1. Sighing it out, feeling everything relax. Your final breath here. Let's draw in for 4, 3. Feeling your lungs expand. 2. Holding at the top on 1, letting everything relax through those face, through those shoulders. One final time. In 3, take that sigh. In 2, in 1. Sighing that breath out. Keeping your eyes closed, just taking some rolls of the shoulders here. So inhale, lift these shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, let them melt. Let's go for 3, for 2, letting any tension, any stress release. Your last one, drop it down, opening up through your eyes. You're going to place your arms down by your side. Take a big inhale overhead. Exhale, twist over to your right. That left hand crosses your body and comes onto your right knee. And your gaze wraps all the way around behind you as you take this final twist. Shoulders down your back. Still imagining you have that thread attached to the crown of your head here, lifting you up. Now take a big inhale, start lifting these arms back up overhead, twist back, passing through center and straight over to the other side. Wrap yourself around, let your gaze go back with you, drawing in through your rib cage, just getting that twist through your spine. Take a big inhale, lift up overhead. Interlace these fingers as you face back through center, stretching up to the ceiling and releasing down. All right, let's get straight into it. We're going to grab the hand weights to start, and you're going to come onto your back, bending at the knees. These arms come up overhead and they press together. So make sure that you've got your hands pressed together here, just so your chest starts to wake up as well. We're working the arms here, not just the core. So as we exhale, I want you to twist over to your right side. Your hands come down by your right hip, and then we come back through center, hands stack over your shoulder. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lower. So if you need your hands behind your head here, just because you need that extra support, by all means, please take it. Good. So we're really going to start just by working through the waist as we go for 9, for 8, letting these weights really drop you into that side. 7, for 6, of course, someone's mower starts the second I start filming. 5, I hope you can't hear that. For 4, for 3. Really try to cinch through that waist. For 2, we're going to hold and pulse. On this last one, hold it here. Now, as you pulse, you're taking those little reaches forward, shoulders down your back. Let's go 10, 9. Draw your belly down to the mat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back through center. Your arms come overhead. Palms face the ceiling. We exhale and just take a crunch up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch up. Inhale, lower. So if you need that support behind your head, once again, just lose the weights and take a normal crunch. We're going for 9. Really try to reach. For 8. For 7. Good. Final 6. So as you crunch up, I want you to take a little look at your belly. Check that your abs aren't starting to dome at your highest point. Final 5. Such a simple movement, but if you do your crunches correctly with that really nice activation through your abs, it is going to make all the difference to your core. 3. Let's go for 2 more. Take those pulses on this last one. Hold it up. Little pulses. Go for 10, 9. We're reaching forward. 8, 7. Drop your chin back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we lower on 1. Lose those weights overhead. All right, you're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee. Your hands come wide behind your head. Really press your ankle in just to get that extra little bit of activation and that knee opens up. We exhale, twist our left armpit to our right knee, and then we lower down. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lower. Good. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lower. So aiming your armpit rather than your elbow really changes how your core works. Good. Go for 9. For 8. Final 7. Keep your elbows wide. For 6. Final 5. Your hips stay square to the ceiling. For 4. For 3. Core should be heating up. Take that big exhale at the top. 2. Your last one, hold your twist. You're going to grab a hold of your right knee and stay curled up into yourself. Your right hand comes to your ankle. Inside hand comes to the inside of that knee. Extend your left leg, and we're coming into our single leg stretch. So we pull in twice and change. Pull in twice and change. Good. Go for 10, 9, 8. So imagine someone is pulling you from both ends, stretching that knee in while stretching that leg out for 4, 3, 2. Your last one, hug both knees in and drop your head down. Hands come back behind your head and your legs come to tabletop. Your elbows now are pressing back into the mat. We exhale, twisting our left armpit to that right knee again, returning the legs to tabletop, dropping our head down. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lower all the way down. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lower all the way down. So we're still just working this one side. Drop it down. Exhale. Drop it down. Really nice. Still drawing your belly down to the mat. Your hips stay square. Don't rock as you twist your body. Go for 5. For 4. As you twist, it's almost like you're trying to smell underneath your armpit. I know it sounds crazy, but it really helps. give you that extra little twist. For 3. Final 2. My core is starting to feel this. I hope yours is too. And your last one, hold it here. Hold. We go to each side, crisscross for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Your last one, hug your knees in and drop it down. All right, overhead, you have those hand weights. Grab a hold of them. We move to the other side. So feet come down to the mat, hands press together. We exhale, twist over to the left now. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lower back down. So you're just going to that left side, remember? Really trying to squeeze through your waist. We have 9 more left. Keep your shoulders away from your ears through each point. 8. Go for 7. Final 6. Make sure your hands are only coming over your shoulders here. We don't want them overhead just yet, otherwise it'll change the exercise. For 5. We find those pulses in 4. In 3. Take those pulses in 2. Time to pulse on this last one. Hold it here. Pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower down on 1. Arm stretch overhead. We're straight back into those crunches. Draw up. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Reach. Shoulders away from your ears. Try to crunch up enough that your shoulder blades are lifting up off the mat. And check you aren't leading with your chin. 9, remember if you need your hands behind the head, please take it. 8, Pilates really does work and train you to get into those neck muscles, but sometimes it can be a little bit straining, especially if you're really leading with your chin. So it's something you have to practice. For 6, final 5, final 4, we pulse in 3. Really keep these shoulders away from the ears. Take a little squeeze underneath your armpits. 2. On this last one, hold it up. Pulse forward. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Lose those hand weights overhead. We cross that left ankle over as our hands become wide behind our head. Square your hips off to the ceiling and we twist right armpit to knee. And you are smelling that armpit, remember? It will just give you that extra little bit of rotation. Go for 10. For 9. Final 8. 7. So you don't want to be rocking all the way over to the side here so that your sit bones lift up off the mat. Everything stays square to the ceiling. It's just your spine taking that little rotation. My back is really tight today, so don't judge my rotation here. I'm not getting very far. I hope that you're getting further than I am. For 4. For 3. For 2. Really squeezing into your waist. Holding this last twist here, we grab a hold of this knee, left hand to the outside of your ankle, right hand to the inside. Draw it into your chest, like you're giving yourself a little stretch here. Right leg extends. We pull in for 1, 2. So getting that extra stretch, change. 1, 2. Exhale, exhale. Inhale on the switch. Exhale, exhale. Inhale as you switch. Good. Go for 10. 9. If you need your hands behind your head, pop them there. 8. Or drop your head. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Shoulders down and back. Last one. Hug your knees in. Drop your head down. Hands come behind your head. And these legs now move into tabletop. Elbows wide. We twist just to that left knee. Draw back in. Drop all the way down. We want that full range of twist. Twist. Drop it down. Really nice. Let's go 10, 9. Remember, you aren't rocking side to side. 8, 7. Draw your belly down to the mat. 6. Final 5. Final 4. Let's go for 2 more. On this last one, can we take a hold? Hold. Crisscross either side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, abs are burning. Drop it down. Place your feet down. Grab these hand weights one final time. So your palms are going to come to face the ceiling. Arms are still overhead. Your legs now come back to that tabletop position. I want you to exhale, crunch up, and circle your arms around. As they get to behind your knees, you flip the palms, tap your hands behind your knees. So your weights come together to tap at the side, and then we inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch up, tap. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch up, tap. Inhale, lower. So getting this shoulder mobility here as well, opening up through the chest, through the shoulders. As we go for 9, trying to get that extra little crunch up. You might not meet behind the knees. That's fine. Just get to wherever you can. Remember, if you have your neck pulling a little bit, just make these a crunch up with your hands behind your head. We have 6. Exhale. For 5, trying to just get that extra little emphasis on the crunch. For 3, shoulders down and back. For 2, make this your final one. Hold it up and just tap these hands. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it down. Lose those hand weights. Oof. Just hug these knees into your chest for a moment. Let each knee open up. Just taking little circles towards you for 3, for 2, reverse on 1 for 3, for 2, and 1. Draw your knees together, cross your ankles over, and roll yourself up. All right, let's bring ourselves into our tabletop position here. So grab a hold of your hand weights, pop them to the top of your mat. Just finding this 4-point kneeling position, rolling out through the shoulders. So I want you to tuck under through your tailbone here. So make sure you're not sitting up in your lower back. You're tucked under. Grab a hold of your hand weight if you're using it, and it is going to go behind your right knee. We're going to fold ourselves into our staggered position. Left forearm comes over in front of you. Your right hand is to palm. We're going to squeeze into this hand weight. I hope it stays there. And we're going to open up into our fire hydrant position. Inhale, lower. Exhale, open up. Inhale to lower. So we go for 10. Really squeezing through the waist here. For 9. For 8, doing so well. For 7. Final 6, shoulders down your back. This weight gets really slippery, this bar weight. Go for 5. For 4, really squeezing through the top of your waist to help you lift. For 3, we're going to take our hold at the top in 2. Re-squeeze your glute before each one. And hold at the top on this last one. Hold it here. We're going to take tiny little circles. So imagine you're trying to draw a circle with your kneecap. For 8, we reverse in 7, in 6, in 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse that circle, take it back the other way. Draw your belly button to your spine. For 8, 7, I know it burns. 6, final 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on 1. Little pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm losing my hand weight. 3, 2, close on 1. Drop it down. Lose that hand weight, but hold that position. Now your right leg extends all the way out. Really open up through the top of your body. So from your toes, hips to your shoulder is nice and open. From here, we take tiny little arabesques and then we re-extend. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, re-extend. Good. Go for 10. For 9, shoulders down your back. For 8. For 7, that knee is just coming forward a little bit. 6. Final 5. Let's go for 4. Hips stay nice and steady. For 3. Getting that crease where our hamstring meets our glute. 2. Your last one, hold that leg out. Little pulses up and down. Hips don't move, just that leg. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, draw it down on 1. You are keeping your weights to the top of your mat so they're in place when we need them, rolling out through the shoulders. I want you to rotate your elbows back towards you. So naturally, when we find this position, our elbows are out to the side. We rotate them back towards our knees. Crease of your arm is facing forward. We have our tabletop position, and we're going to come into our Pilates tricep circles. So as you exhale, your spine stays really nice and long, and where it is, we just imagine we're trying to place our forearms onto the mat. We inhale, snake ourselves forward. Exhale, press up. So see how we're almost creating a little circle here? Exhale down. Inhale, snake. Exhale, press up. Exhale down. Inhale, snake. Exhale, press up. Let's go for 8 more. Really good for the back of your arms. Really good for your core. For 7. Final 6. As you drop those forearms, check you aren't sending your hips back. Otherwise, your arms aren't really going to get much out of this. Final 5. Final 4. Final 3. Keep rotating those elbows back. Make sure you're not leading with your belly. For 2. Now on this last one, could you meet me at that fold? So your forearms are just up over your mat. You should be able to lift your fingertips. We pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, elbows hugging in. 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, snake yourself forward. Hold it here. Pulse just for 5, 4, 3, 2. Press up on 1. Roll those shoulders And you are going to hold this box shape and lift up, tucking your toes into a hovered box shape. From here, your right leg steps out into a high plank, your left leg steps out into a high plank, right leg steps back in, left leg steps back in. Out and in. Out and in. Your spine stays nice and long. Let's go for 7. Shoulders down and back. For 6. Final 5. Use your breath. Your lower core is moving these legs for 4. For 3. Draw your belly away from your mat. For 2. On your last one, hold your high plank. Hold it here, roll the shoulders back is nice and flat. We inhale, lift that right leg up. I want you to pulse, then stand it through in between your hands. So we're now in this low lunge. Square off your hips. Your hand weights are in front of you to grab. And we come all the way up. So from here, our hands come to our shoulders, hand weights or not. And we sink down into this angled lunge. So both of our legs hold this angle. We take a little hinge forward just to get our glute max really switched on. From here, at our lowest point, we press our arms up, draw them down, press ourselves up in that lunge. So our front leg straightens, but not completely, just so our glute still works. We lower down, press the arms up, draw them down, we stand up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, changing our breath with each move. Really nice. We are going for 9. All your weight is through that front heel. Inhale, exhale, send these arms up like they weigh triple the amount. Inhale down, exhale presses us back up. For 8. Keep your core, keep your rib cage in. For 7. For 6. Doing so well. I know it's starting to burn. For 5. Both legs have this angle through them at your lowest point. For 4. For 3. Exhale up. Inhale lower. Exhale press up through your leg. For 2. Now on this last one, could you hold it down? We just raise these arms and draw them down for 10. Holding your lunge. 9. 8. 7. Final 6. 5. Draw your rib cage in. Don't let these shoulders creep up to your ears. For 4. 3. 2. On 1, continue to hold, weights to chest. Hold it down at your lowest point. Pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold again in 2. Hold on 1. Rotate towards your right knee. We're now in this twist. In this twisted position, we pulse again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1 hold. Rotate back through center. Extend this back leg long. Hinge yourself forward. Ground your hands either side of your foot. Lose the hand weight. Slide this front leg back into your one-legged plank. Square off your hips. Pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Imagine someone's lengthening this leg away from you. 2 and 1. Pop it down. High plank. Drop to your knees. Send these hips back. Rock and sway. Release any tension. And then roll yourself straight back up. And we move again on that left side. So your weights come to your top of your mat. We grab the hand weight if you're using it, and it goes behind that left knee. This time we cross the right forearm over in front of us, left hands to palm. Make sure you're not dropping over to that left side. We exhale, fire hydrant up, inhale lower. Exhale, fire hydrant up, inhale lower. So really squeeze before each lift. As we go for 9, don't drop into that stabilizing hip. 8, final 7. Good. Keep everything nice and long. For 6. For 5, squeeze your inner thighs as you close. For 4, losing my weight. For 3. For 2. On this last one, hold it up. We take those tiny little circles, drawing that circle with our kneecap. We're going to reverse in 8. 7, make this about your core too. 6, we're working that oblique. 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse on 1. 4, 8, 7, 6, you've got this. 5, did we finish with pulses? I can't remember. Let's finish with pulses. 3, 2, hold it steady on 1, pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower on 1. Lose that hand weight and re-extend that leg nice and long. Give your body that side stretch. Point the toe. We take those tiny little arabesques here. Draw forward, little diamond shape, extend. So we're not drawing this knee all the way to our elbow like we do sometimes. We're making it smaller just to pinch that glute a bit more. For 10, your core is really working still. 9, don't dip into that lower back. 8, 7, point that toe. 6, 5, let's go for 4. Shoulders down your back, pulses in 3, in 2, hold and pulse on 1. Hold it here, pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, don't dip into your lower back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower on 1. 4-point kneeling position. Weights at the top of your mat. We roll these shoulders. We're going to come back into those tricep circles, but this time just for 5. Actually 6. Let's go for 6. But you know how to do them now, so I want you to make sure that you're really feeling them. Rotate these elbows back towards your knees, and we exhale, fold down. Inhale, slide forward. Exhale, press up. Drop it down. Inhale. Exhale, press up. Really draw your core in. We have 4 more. Press up. The 3. The 2. Really nice. On this last one, I'm sorry, find those pulses. Fold down. Pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, snake forward on 1. Hold. Pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up. Woo. Roll these shoulders. Find that shape again. This time tucking your toes. Hovered box shape, but once again, standing the left leg out first, right leg follows. Left foot in, right foot follows. Good. Out, out, in, in. So your spine holds this same shape in space. Standing it out, standing it in, standing it out, standing it in. Let's go for 5 more. For 4, really make sure your lower core is working. For 3, lifting your belly away from the mat. For 2, hold this last high plank. Roll those shoulders, left leg lifts. Pulse 1, 2, and now stand it through in between your hands. Find your low lunge, square your hips off. Just give yourself that little stretch before we begin. Grab a hold of these hand weights and stack your spine. So squaring off through these hips, hands to your shoulders. Let's sink down. Angled lunge, draw your rib cage in, take that tiny little hinge. We press up, draw down, press up through the legs. Lunge. Raise these arms, draw them down, press up. Let's go for 10. For 9. For 8. For 7. All your weight is in that front heel. Final 6. Keep that tiny little hinge through your spine, and your glute will feel this more than your quad. How many were we at? I think we have 4 more. 4. Shoulders down your back. For 3, keeping your rib cage in as you raise these arms is really working your core more than you might think. For 2. Your final one, hold it down here. We just raise these arms for 10. Draw them down. For 9. For 8. For 7. Could you get a little bit lower in that lunge? For 6. Final 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. Continue to hold on this last one. Doing so well. Weights to chest. Find these pulses for 10, 9, 8. Press through that front heel. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold in 2. Hold on 1. Take that twist. Facing towards your left leg. Pulse in this twisted position. Still lengthening up through the crown of your head. Always, always. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1. Twist back through center. Extend your back leg. Hinge forward. Ground these hands. Lose those hand weights. Slide this left leg back. One-legged plank. Hold it here. Pulse. Squeeze your glute. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pop your foot down on 1. Drop to your knees. And send it back. Release those hips. Release that glute. Draw your belly button back towards your spine. Roll these shoulders. And we continue on. So we are going for that longer style today. Grab a hold of your hand weight and come into this kneeling position. So I want your right leg to be extended. You're on your left knee. Hand weight or not, you choose. So you should be able to draw a nice long line from your big toe to your knee. Hips press forward. Grab this hand weight longwise like this, and it comes in between your chest. So, comes in front of your chest. Press your hips forward almost like you're doing a little crunch here, so don't be stuck out the back. Otherwise, your back is really going to feel this rather than your core. So from here, we're going to press into this hand weight and inhale, come into our side bend. So really hinge yourself over, stretch that oblique, and we pulse, pulse and hold. Send this weight forward, draw it back, and then bring yourself back up. Good. Inhale, pulse, pulse. Exhale, send it out. Inhale, draw it back in. Exhale, bring yourself back up. So you've got it. Slide down, pulse, pulse. Send this weight out, keeping your rib cage in, draw it back in, and then bend yourself back up slightly off center. We're going for 9 more. Really nice. For 8, check that your bum isn't trying to creep out the back. For 7, try to deepen that bend. Let the side body really stretch. We're lengthening through our waist here just as much as we're doing anything else. Doing so well. We have just 6 more. I say just. My waist is starting to burn. For 5, keep your shoulders away from your ears. For 4, that little pulse just adds that little bit of something extra. But if you're not enjoying it, take it away. Pulse. Rib cage stays in as these arms come out. You can even lose the arms if you're not loving them. Pulse. All right, now this makes our last one, I think. My counting's been really bad. Just come down for 1 more. Hold. Pulse it here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hold in 4, 3. Ooh, this burns. 2. Hold on 1. Send these arms out. Draw them back in. Press yourself up one last time. All right, lose this hand weight out in front of you and come all the way over onto that side now. So still on that same side, we're going to bring our legs together up on our forearm here. So feet pressed together, hand to your hip, roll out through the shoulder and check your forearms far enough away from you so that you're not collapsing into it. Lift this bottom waist up out of the mat. Feet pressed together and we rock back. Separate your feet, keep your heels connected. We inhale, draw in. Exhale, stand it out. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, stand it out. So imagine you're pressing a heavy weight away and then drawing it back in through your knees. Press away, draw it back in. Let's go for 8. For 7, really keep your core in. For 6, we're just getting the waist to hold at this angle now. For 5, for 4, inner thighs are working. Imagine you're zipping up and then you're unzipping. For 3, for 2, on this last one, hold it out. Feet separated, beat these heels in space for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close your feet, drop it down, and you're just going to stand this top leg back behind you. Your bottom leg is cutting the mat at this angle. Staying up on your forearms, your forearm, hand stays to your hip. Actually, it can extend up. We're going to press through this back leg and lift up into this modified side plank. Drop that hip down, exhale, press it up. Drop that hip down, exhale, press it up. Good. Go for 10. For 9, keep your core in at the top. For 8. For 7, we don't want to be leading with our rib cage flaring. For 6. Final 5. Final 4. 3, 2, hold it up on 1. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower on 1. Take a child's pose. Press it back for a moment. Rinse those hips out. Rinse that side body out. And then roll yourself straight back up. All right, we are going to rinse and repeat. So this time on that right knee, left leg comes out long. Grab your hand weight. So draw that line from your big toe to your knee. Tuck under through your tailbone just to close through your rib cage to make sure your core is working. Remember, if you're back here trying to bend, you're not going to get the best out of this and you might hurt yourself. Weights to your chest, and we inhale, slide down. Pulse, pulse, send this weight out, draw it back in, slide back up. Good. Come down, pulse, pulse, weight goes out, it draws back in, and then we press back up. Really nice. So remember, you might take the pulse away, you might take the arms away. It is up to you. You might have your hands behind your head. You can always find modifications to suit you. Let's go for 9. For 8, inhale, pulse, pulse. Exhale, send these arms out. Inhale, we draw back in. Exhale, we come up slightly off center. Really nice. And back up. Pulse, pulse. Keep your hips pressing forward. Keep your rib cage in. Slide back up. Check that you aren't just trying to bend from your mid-back area. You'll feel like you aren't really getting much work. Make sure it's a sliding from your hip to your shoulder. Press through this leg that's extended just to get that side body to activate a little bit more. Now we're going for 5. Could you deepen this bend? For 4. Final 3, and we find those pulses. My waist is starting to burn. For 2. All right, this is your last one. Come down. Hold it here, hands to chest. Pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hips stay square. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on. 1. Send these hands out. Draw them back in and then press yourself up. Whew. Lose this hand weight and come all the way over onto that side. Up onto your forearm. Your forearm. Feet pressed together, you're in this long line. Lift away from your mat. Rock back onto the fleshy part of your glutes. Now, if this was too hard on the other side, you just do one leg. So lose both legs, stand that top leg back, and just do that one leg. Rock back. Separate these feet. Draw in. Exhale, stand it out. Draw in. Exhale, stand it out. Go for 10. For 9. Obviously, the lower you aim your heels to your mat, the harder. For 8. 7. So you might be pressing up here just to get a little bit of release, only a little bit. For 5. For 4. Draw your belly in. For 3. We hold it out in 2. Hold it out on 1. Hold it here. Tap these heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Close it down. Woo, drop to your side. Stand that top leg back. Bottom leg cut to your mat. Lift away already. So all your weight is through your hip, through your glute. Arm can extend overhead. We lift up, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower down. You might like to lift that heel behind you if that feels better for you, but that knee always stays facing the ceiling. Go for 9, for 8, for 7, final 6, 5, 4, doing so well. You're on your home stretch. 3, 2, hold it up on 1. Hold it here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Oh my God. Hug your knees into your chest. Come onto your back. One final time. We have been running a marathon today. Open these knees up just for a moment of relief. And closing these knees now. Let's just take our ankle weights off and stretch it out. Popping them off to the side, crossing your ankles, rolling yourself straight up. Finding your child's pose, hands slightly wider than your shoulders, toes connect, send your hips all the way back. From here, you can start walking your hands over to the left-hand side. That right hand might like to pop on top of that left hand into that diving position, just to deepen that stretch through the right side of your body. Keep your shoulders drawing down your back. Keep reaching your fingertips away from your body. Hands separate and we pass back through center straight over to the other side. That left hand can come on top of that right hand. Sending your hips back. Walking yourself back through center, just finishing with this child's pose here. Dropping your head down, letting everything melt. I am just going to leave you here today. Feel free to take some extra stretches or just enjoy this meditative position. You might like to begin to close your knees shortly. Send your arms back behind you. Moving your child's pose into this little clam shape. Just letting everything relax.